Hi everyone and welcome to Protocol 36, and in today's video we'll be speculating what the new Marvel game at Skydance New Media is developing. Now before we get started, if at any point you enjoyed this video, I really appreciate it if you could drop a like, as that would really help out the channel. Thank you. Now obviously sometime last week it was announced that Marvel and Skydance New Media are basically developing a new Marvel game that is AAA and pretty much an action adventure. And that Amy Hennig, who was responsible for the first 3 Uncharted games, will also be working on it, which is exciting to see. We know that it's AAA and that it's an action adventure, but which character could this game be about? Obviously Marvel has hundreds upon hundreds of characters that they can use when making a video game. I've seen a lot of people throw out different types of characters, all of which would make a lot of sense, but I'm going to try my best to guess what this game could be about. But we're just going to have fun on this one. So if it turns out to be correct, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. As long as the game is still good, that's all that matters. One character I've seen a lot of people throw around is Deadpool. Deadpool is obviously one of the characters in the Marvel universe who would make an amazing game. He has had at least one game in the past, which was the game that came out in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, I believe in 2013, and I believe Nolan North was the one who voiced Deadpool. But either way, Deadpool would make a lot of sense. He's one of the most popular Marvel characters at the moment, mostly thanks to his solo movie, and obviously he has many fans, including myself. So if Skydance comes out and announces a Deadpool game, I would definitely be excited personally. However, obviously if it was going to be Deadpool, it would obviously have to be rated M for mature, as I don't really think you can really get away with a T-rated Deadpool game. But yeah, I haven't really played the first Deadpool game. I plan to in the future, but I heard really good stuff about it. So if they do make a Deadpool game, I can see them taking a lot of elements and pretty much learn from that game in general. One game I also heard is basically Ghost Rider. I believe Ghost Rider will also make a fantastic game. He's pretty much underutilized when it comes to video games, like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and also had his own solo game too, which was, I believe, connected to the movie. And it wasn't really necessarily a movie tie-in game, though it was, but that game pretty much took place after the events of the first Ghost Rider film, which starred Nicolas Cage. So I can definitely see Ghost Rider also have another chance when it comes to video games. As speaking for myself, I'm pretty much dying for a Ghost Rider game at the moment. He's also one of the most beloved Marvel characters too, so I would definitely love to see Marvel games give him a chance in the future. One game that could also be developed by Skydance is obviously a Punisher game. Punisher is also a character who's also had a video game in the past, which I believe was also a movie tie-in game, but that game was pretty much known to be better than the movie itself, at least as far as I heard. I also didn't really get the chance to play it since when it came out I was really young. But yeah, personally, I really need a Punisher game. I think Punisher would also be perfect. And after the success of the Netflix series, I can definitely see other developers like Skydance pretty much take a crack on it, which would be pretty awesome. I believe also one character who would make an awesome video game is Blade. I don't think Blade has ever gotten his own solo video game, which I don't really understand because in my opinion, he would be perfect for it. But I can definitely see a Blade game happening in the future, especially when Marvel Studios are pretty much going to be developing their own Blade solo film with Mahershala Ali. So I could definitely see that happening. Plus, Blade has always been one of the most popular Marvel characters too, thanks to the Blade trilogy, starring Wesley Snipes. And just imagine a video game where we're pretty much hunting down vampires. I think in my opinion, that would be awesome. I also heard a lot of people throw around other Marvel teams, like the Fantastic Four or even X-Men, which I think definitely has the chance. Though I don't think Skydance New Media are going to be the one to make a team-based Marvel game. I think they might go to another developer for it, probably even still have Square Enix to do it, like they did with the Marvel's Avengers game, which is a pretty controversial game, and of course the Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is beloved by everyone. Never say never though, since I do think sooner or later those teams will get their own video games eventually, whether that be by Skydance New Media, which I would not be surprised at all, or Square Enix, or even Insomniac in the future. Though I think those teams will probably be developed by other developers outside of the ones that are already working with Marvel. But personally, I think the Marvel game that Skydance New Media are working on is of course a Daredevil game. A Daredevil game is pretty much what everyone wants, and even Marvel games know themselves. Hakeem and Troy Baker and Bill Roseman even teased a Daredevil game, I believe last year, and even though later on they did say that they're not really working on a Daredevil game right now, I do believe that eventually they are going to. Daredevil is one of the characters where you can do a lot in gaming, especially after the success of the Arkham games, and of course both Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. A combination of those two would pretty much make the perfect Daredevil game, and as long as they made the story engaging aging while also paying respects to the character, and of course the source material they're adapting, then in my opinion they have something special going. Not to mention later on, Janina Gavankar even confirmed that she's working on a Marvel game with Skydance. A lot of people are saying that she could be playing Elektra, and to be honest, I can definitely see that, as she would make an amazing Elektra. So in my opinion, and I could definitely be wrong when they do announce what the game is, I believe that they might be working on a Daredevil game. Pretty much based on the fact that fans, including myself, are dying for a Daredevil game. However, what about you guys? What Marvel game do you think Skydance New Media are working on right now? Do you think it's Daredevil? Do you think it's Blade? Do you think it's Punisher? Do you think it's Deadpool? Or do you think it's something completely different? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please like and want more, subscribe. To begin, Protocol 36.